Your biggest obstacle to relocating abroad might not be money. It could just be the person sleeping next to you. Now, what would you do in a case where your spouse does not want to travel abroad, it does not want to relocate at all? This is why I'm making this video. It's not because they are less ambitious. It's not because they are lazy. It is more psychological than you can ever imagine. And this is because people are naturally emotional with where they are comfortable with. This person has lived in Nigeria for many years. All of a sudden, going to a new country to start all over again, it can be a little bit rough. So that is why you need to focus on data rather than emotional fight. So what should you do? Compare the cost of living. Compare the salary from both countries. Also compare real opportunities from those countries. Compare amenities. Compare what you stand to gain mere relocating from your country to that particular country. This is how to present facts rather than presenting emotional arguments. Now, show them what they currently earn now and what they stand to earn when they relocate to that particular country. 1. 2. Show them the level of healthcare in that particular country. 3. Show them what your children stand to gain in terms of education when they relocate to that country, the quality of education in that particular country. 4. You can also show them facts about security. For example, if the reason why you are relocating is security, show them why that particular country has better security than the country you are currently living in. So this is how to go about it. Show them facts rather than trying to convince them without facts or data. So instead of saying, let's try this, this is the plan. Convince them by showing them this is the plan, this is the strategy. If we do this, this is what we stand to gain. Another reason why people get it wrongly is because they focus on themselves rather than focusing on their partner. So for example, this is what I stand to gain and this is what you stand to gain. You are a nurse in Nigeria, right? If you decide to relocate, this is what you stand to gain. You are an engineer in Nigeria. If you relocate, this is how much you could earn. This is how much you could go. This is how far you could go. This is how our families could change forever. So instead of building your singular goal or your singular plan, build a dual career path, build a dual plan, build a dual goal, which means between the two of you, as you are planning your own, you're also planning for your spouse. So that way they know that you have their intentions at heart, rather than you just focusing on strictly you. Oh, I'm an engineer, I start to gain this. What about your spouse? So you have to factor in the two of you when you're making this decision. So build a career plan. So do they have the chance to work remotely, or do they need a particular certification to be able to work abroad? Another thing is what's the growth plan? Map this out in a piece of paper, share it with your spouse. You guys go through it together. And lastly, don't ignore the social life, because most times the reason why people don't want to leave is Nigeria is a communal system where families are always coming together. There's networking, people are into each other. But abroad, show them groups. For example, Nigerian communities abroad, events they've done, some of the events that they've organized in the past, so that they will know that they can also gain some of these things when they relocate abroad. So this is the game plan. Make the move reversible, in the sense that make them understand the fact that if this does not work, we stand a chance of coming back to Nigeria. So draw out a plan. For example, if we don't achieve this in 12 months, we'll come back to Nigeria. If we don't achieve these goals, or if what we're expecting is not what we meet, we'll come back within 6 to 12 months. Map out that plan so that they know that you're really serious and it is not a selfish plan. Now, stop saying, let's relocate. I want to relocate. Now, start saying stuff like this. Let's build our global future together. How do we start planning on building our global future together? Set small milestones. For example, first visa approval, getting your first job abroad, first 6 months survival in that particular country, and stuff like that. Lastly, celebrate every goal. Relocation is not all about traveling to a country. It is a legacy decision. And lastly, if your partner is still unsure, you need the right person to be able to speak with them. So in that case, you could book a consultation session where we'll be able to advise or show them the path to success and how they can go about it. Stop arguing, start making deliberate decisions. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.